Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and you join me at the Church of St Mary Le Bow. Anyone born within the sound of these bells is a Cockney, a true Cockney, or can call to be a true Cockney. And we begin our tour, of course, as always, inside the church, and then we do the outside afterwards. So yeah, there's a cafe below in the crypt, but we'll go and look at the church first. I've been wanting to do this one for quite some time. I've managed to get 2 of my churches done today that I wanted to do that have been closed recently, so I will now be quiet. So we'll start with the sides as always. The history. This could be a 1 or 2 part one. History, and of course some beautiful stained glass, and it is very impressive, the stained glass here. Very impressive. I've already been told about this. Right. That's one of the exits, but impressive, which you'll see in a minute. Right, we'll do that one then. Told you, didn't I, that I always do that. And I nearly fell over that time. It's that Christie Chapel. St. George slaying the dragon. Even the floors in these places are beautiful as well, so. So that's where the bronze relief came from. A beautiful gift from beautiful people. And now my little pretties, the piece de resistance, which is the high altar. And interestingly enough, This church has two pulpits, one there and one there, and you've Wren to thank for that, and later architects. Wren liked symmetry, as you can probably tell by his churches. See how that comes to life when the sun's just come out. And there's another sacristy chapel over here, which is what we're going to have a look at now, because this one is open. There's a little organ there. Oops. Sorry about that. Zoom me back out. There's a little organ here. These little side chapels are normally for private prayer and worship. There's a shrine here. Chapel of Confession. Even the floors, as I say, are lovely in these churches. There, guys and girls, you have heard Bow Bells. And if you're born within the sound of those bells, you can be called a true Cockney. There is a light in the darkness that burns true and clear. Hold it tight and hold it dear. That was taught to me by a good friend that's no longer with us. That's the inside of the church covered. Now to see about this crypt, which I'm not sure where that is, or how you get into it. But yeah, it's a lovely church. I hope you are. St Mary's Le Beau crypt and chapel, which is there. So I'll cover the outside of this one for you first, and then I'll cover the crypt and chapel. I've got a nice statue here of, I have no idea, Captain John Smith, citizen and Caldwainer, 1580 to 1631. First among the leaders of the settlement at Jamestown, Virginia. Oh wow! From which began overseas expansions of the English-speaking peoples, the colonies. And here he is. And I have American blood myself, so this is interesting for me. I enjoy things like this. It's all history, isn't it, guys and girls, eh? And hopefully after all these years there's all water under the bridge and we can forgive each other. This statue, presented to the City of London by Jamestown Foundation of Commonwealth of Virginia, was unveiled by Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother, on Monday the 31st of October 1960. Yeah. So yeah, we've got the lovely church, so let's zoom in a bit on that. I really enjoyed this one, it's absolutely stunning. I will be going back in to take some pictures as well, because this was one of my main locations for today. And we've got Bow Churchyard over here. Wait till this lady's gone and there we are. Bow Churchyard. Let's pause to read any of the descriptions you want. Founded in around 1080 as London headquarters of the Archbishops of Canterbury, Church of St Mary Le Beau survived 3 devastating collapses before being completely destroyed in the Great Fire of 1666. I said that, didn't I? Rebuilt by Wren, it was destroyed once more in 1941 and was again rebuilt and reconsecrated in 1964. The crypt of the church dates to 1080 and is largely intact, making it one of the oldest rooms in continuous use in London. St Mary Le Beau is commonly known as Bow Bells Church due to the historic association of the ringing of bow bells. It is reputed that hearing the ringing of bow bells persuaded Dick Whittington in 1392 to return to London, where he would become Lord Mayor. It is also mentioned with other City of London churches. The Oranges and Lemons nursery rhyme, which is, there we go, that's what I said at the beginning. I do not know, says the Great Bell of Bow. To be born within the sound of bow bells means that one can be termed a true Cockney. Every year, at the end of September, the pearly kings and queens who originate from costermongers or street traders of London meet at the church to celebrate Harvest Festival. So yeah, everyone thinks that being born within the sound of bow bells is the church at Bow, you know, in Bow, the area Bow near Stratford. It's not, it's this one. Now this has turned out to be a most convivial afternoon, hasn't it, my dears? There we are. I don't think you're allowed up in the bell tower, but I will ask. I should like to see Bow Bell. Even though I am not born within the sound of Bow Bell, because I was born in Forest Gate, so I'm not a true Cockney. Maybe a cock, but not a knee. But there we are. Church is pulled down and united with others. The Victorians were no respecters of history in some regards. If it was Gothic, it was fine. The Victorians liked it. if it wasn't Gothic, wow. They either Gothicized it or pulled it down completely. So right, I'll cross you. I'm going to pause you a minute because you don't want to see crossing the road. There we are. Look, there's the thing up there, so I wonder if you can go up there. I will ask. That'd be fascinating. I don't think they'll let you, but you know, health and safety. Oh, and there's a Greg's over there. Oh, great, I can have my luncheon. I ain't eating from none of them there crappy food stalls in London. I have to run to Thunderbox. Oh, I'm in the cycle bit. Sorry. Oh, he was alright though, he nodded, he was friendly enough. But yeah, you see, well, there's one or two clouds over there, but scarce a cloud in the sky today. It's very nice. Right, guys and girls, that is the Church of St Mary Le Bow. I hope you all enjoyed that one as much as I did. I'm now going to go and do the crypt, and that'll be another video, and then I shall go back and take my photos. Take care all. Anyone born within the sound of these? Let me check what time we are. You've got 5 minutes, so I'm going to pause you a minute, and I'm going to wait until these strike, because I want you to hear these, so you'll be back in a moment. We have about 1 minute to go according to the clock, so I'll start filming now in case I miss it. I'm going to strike 1:15. If I'm around later again for the full hour strike for the outside, I'll do that, but anyone that's watched the video of this inside of the church, you'll have heard it strike, hopefully. It was nice and clear to my ears, and this phone picks up things pretty good, so it should be striking 1:15 any minute now. Any moment now it should be. Absolutely beautiful church. Enjoyed this one. It's got some stunning stained glass, and I think it was destroyed and rebuilt. Wow. People that say, oh, they can't do that nowadays. Well, they did it in the 60s, so there we are. A prime example of you can. There we are, guys and girls, and that concludes our tour of the Church of St Mary Le Bow. I'm going to go and have a look at the crypt now. If it is open and accessible, that will be part 2. If not, it will just be pictures and stuff. Hope you all enjoyed this one. If you did, please give it a like and a share.